Welcome back to Retro Life for You, the podcast where we dive deep into the coolest movies of the 80s and 90s. Today we are strapping on the powered armor, well, the movie version of it anyway, and we're dropping straight into the wildest sci-fi satire of the decade, Starship Troopers, released in 1997 and directed by Paul Verhoeven. A film that was way misunderstood when it first hit theaters. It has since gained a huge cult following thanks to its sharp satire, its impressive effects, and over the top militaristic propaganda aesthetic. So let's dive into the bugs, the blood, and the biting social commentary of Starship Troopers. Guys, I got a question for y'all. Y'all know what propaganda is?
For who? For who? Who's with us today? Who's here? Who
I
am
will
I?
tell you. I will tell you in just a second. But first, I want to ask y'all a question. Do you know what
Propaganda.
propaganda is?
Propaganda.
Propaganda is media that is used
No,
It,
sir.
to.
it,
No,
it's
sir. It
media.
is
It's
not. It
media
is
at its finest.
no. It's when somebody from England gets a good look at something.
Oh, a propaganda.
Yeah, it's a propaganda.
It's a
Propaganda.
propaganda.
So as you can hear, we have two other people with me this week. We have Mr. I'm gonna put Marty at there first because somebody fell asleep on us last week. I want to throw his. I don't want to point fingers at
Mhm.
anybody because
You.
if you're listening, you can't see me point fingers, and if you're watching, it looks like I'm pointing at myself up here anyway. It don't matter.
Yeah, because
Uh,
you did it before too.
this is not about me this week. However, this is about you, Travis
Yeah, it
Collins.
was my turn.
It was
It was
Travis's
my
turn to
turn.
fall asleep on us. But yeah, we're a week behind here. We actually started recording this last week, and Travis, I
Mhm.
I just like to pick on people. Travis fell asleep with his
Well, I
with
mean,
his
I
son.
well, it
Snooze.
was me. It was me and you, and then I was having technical difficulties,
Yeah, then somebody else's
and then we
computer
just
froze up.
said, forget it. So
Yeah, I was like, nothing else good can come from this night. Let's just put it off till the next week.
There
yeah,
you
Um,
go.
So, Chris Adams, myself, host of your show, Travis Rollins, and Martin Phillips, as it says on the screen, but we're just going to call him Marty because Marty's who he is.
Yeah.
that's
If
right.
Chris
That's
had his
right.
hat
That's
off
right.
and you were watching on if Chris had his hat off and you could see us, you could get a propaganda. That's some
Propaganda,
shiny
that's
The
heads.
propaganda.
some very
That's some
shiny
shiny
heads.
heads.
I'm trying to be nice to the people who are watching so they ain't got this glare bouncing off mine because unlike y'all, I don't have the I got too much lighting right now coming down on me, I guess is what it is.
How about
Oh my
that?
god, put that back up there, Travis. Put that back up there.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I got a
All right.
sun. I got a sunshade.
Oh man. Lord, what was
Exactly.
that?
Yeah.
It's like somebody's coming at me with the high beams on or something.
It's the all spark.
The all
Yeah.
fuck.
It's the all spark.
So
Mhm.
is there somebody out there who has not seen this movie before? Because I know I haven't. Um, I'm gonna give you a quick
And that's
description.
hard to believe.
It's not hard to believe. It's
Right?
not a very.
That's
It's not. It wasn't a
hard to
bad
believe.
movie, but it's not a great movie. So,
How
Well,
dare you? In your
yeah,
opinion.
really.
In your
we'll
opinion.
we'll get to that in just a minute. Just calm your tits a little bit, okay? Please.
In your
Set in a
opinion.
futuristic, militaristic society where citizenship is earned through federal service, Starship Troopers follows Johnny Rico, a young man who joins the Mobile Infantry to follow his girlfriend and serve the Federation. What
Mhm.
starts as an almost glossy soap opera teen drama quickly escalates into an all out interplanetary war as humanity fights giant alien insects known as arachnids. The film blends intense action with dark humor and heavy satire. It intentionally mimics wartime propaganda reels, making viewers question whether they're cheering for the quote unquote good guys or
Mhm.
just being recruited themselves. And I thought those were kind of funny though. When you see those little wartime reels of a uh,
Yeah.
check
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
Johnny Rico.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, check
Uh,
out Johnny Rico. He did it all for the nookie.
so, and like I said, I've never watched this movie until just the other day because when it came out, it did not strike me as something I wanted to watch. And I made a
It didn't
comparison
do
earlier to
well in the
Marty.
theaters either. It didn't do
Right,
well
it
in
did
the
not.
theaters.
It really
No.
did. Compared to its budget, did not. No. But I compared it to something else earlier, trying to throw Marty off track, which was Battlefield Earth. I said,
No.
Battlefield.
Yeah, he's all like, now what are we doing tonight? We're doing Battlefield Earth. I was like, you talking about
Okay.
that dumb? You talking about that dumbass John Travolta movie?
I mean, you may
Yeah,
as well
this-
be talking the same movie.
This
I mean,
movie, no, oh God, really? Man, this
it
movie is
wasn't.
way better than
Listen.
Battlefield Earth.
It
dude.
was not. It was not terrible. I haven't seen Battlefield Earth either.
That's
it
what we
was
got to
not-
keep saying. You got to say in your opinion because this movie is awesome.
Yeah,
In my
that's right.
opinion, this movie was not
Travis
great.
is right. This
Yeah.
movie is awesome.
It would not be a cult classic and have multiple comic books and multiple live actions and TV series and, video
multiple
games
sequels.
Okay,
it inspired
All
one of the
right.
biggest video games there is. That's
All right,
like,
hear me out. Hear me out.
come on now.
In my opinion,
You gotta put some respect on his name, man.
in my opinion, both of you are stupid. Okay, in my opinion,
Yeah.
no, this movie
In
was
my
not
opinion,
terrible.
you've been drinking too much. You need to buy a Top Shelf from now on,
Yeah,
or get a new
I
crack
hear
dealer.
you.
That stuff right there.
I hear you.
Yeah.
No, in my opinion, it was not a terrible movie, but it was not a great movie either. Okay, does that sound better?
Whatever.
Yeah.
So it's I like sci-fi movies. You know I do.
Yeah.
It just did not do a lot for me. I don't know why.
Well,
it just didn't.
It's understandable. We're talking about someone whose one of their favorite movies is what is it? Rhinestone?
This is Casper Van Dien's Rhinestone Cowboy. Is what this is.
No, it ain't. He's done a lot worse.
What's the movie? What's the movie with man? What's the movie about them two friends when they're young? They're stars, but they're friends. You said it's your guilty pleasure. It's a girl best friend movie.
Oh, girls just want to have fun.
Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, girls just want to have fun. And this one, Starship Troopers, just want to have fun, I guess.
Yeah.
So
tell us why it's a mediocre movie to you, Chris.
It just, man, it's hard to explain. It just doesn't stand out to me as being great.
Now, hey, you can't say
it's hard to put it in words. It's really hard.
Effects were on point. The special effects were on point.
They were pretty good, but it's hard for me to put it into words why this just doesn't do it for me.
Maybe it's because campiness.
It could be because it's very campy. I mean, it starts already. You know, it's already established. You've been so many years into the future of space travel and everything already. They've already talking about, you know, the bugs out there they're going through. They're going to go kill the bugs. Now you got smart bugs.
That was the one thing that, you know, about the movie that I didn't like is that it didn't say how long we had been at war with the bugs or the arachnids. Because it jumped straight into like, okay, here's the arachnid homeworld. Here's the asteroid belt outside the asteroid, you know, the arachnid homeworld. And then the arachnid bugs are knocking the asteroids out of orbit and sending it to Earth. And then it goes to the big commercial where it shows the orbiting platform where it blows the meteorite out of the sky. I mean, it's like,
I think it gives the feel that it had only been for a few years because we were us and their arachnids were learning one another. Yeah, and the bugs are learning us, and so yeah, I think it, you know, maybe a decade, no more than.
Well, we'll throw a few pre-production notes in with it. It'll help bring some things to the forefront for us, I guess. Director Paul Verhoeven originally didn't want to direct the film because he found Robert Heinlein's novel too militaristic. But once he understood the studio envisioned a satire of, basically, it says authoritarian nationalism, he jumped on board with it. The film began as a loose adaptation of the novel, but it evolved into a near parody, something Verhoeven leaned into intentionally. They really wanted to make it so cheesy and so satirical of what it represented that maybe they did too much, you know, of that for my liking or something. Maybe that's
too much cheese.
It's those of us, usually those of us that do love it, that's part of what we love about it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fair. That's fair because I love The Last Dragon, right? The movie The
Right.
Last Dragon.
And
You got
that's got
Bruce
cheese.
Leroy. Bruce Leroy catches bullets with his teeth. I mean, this crazy campy stuff like that. But I love that movie. But then you get a more serious martial arts type film that's great too that I like. But you could always go back and say, well, The Last Dragon's stupid because it's got crazy, stupid thoughts in it, the things they can do. That's what this movie was for me, I guess. I mean, these giant bug looking things. It looks like they're using regular machine guns on them or something. We're so into the future of space travel, and all we got is
Where's the laser
machine
gun?
guns.
Yeah, where's the laser gun?
Exactly. Where's like the laser type guns or something that you can be using now? It's you can do all this travel into space, far out in there and everything, like it's nothing, but you got boom, 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 boom. Just regular shotguns, regular machine
Well,
guns.
that kind of goes back to, you play video games. Some of the most one of the most classic and I guess biggest video games, massive, are Gears of War. Gears of War, you were running around with regular bullets there too. And then that's also I have to catch myself sometimes too, because that's almost like the argument, like the movie Wanted with Jolie and everybody in it.
Yeah,
where they're curving bullets, and I got no problem with that. But when they drive the car, when they're driving the car, I'm like, that would never turn up. I didn't even have a problem with it driving down the side of the bus. It was something that they did on a turn, and I'm like, that car would not respond that way. And it's like, dude, what are you talking about? It was like, we're curving. I'm okay with curving bullets and driving on the side of a bus, but the slide didn't look right.
Well, I mean, and not to, but the thing is, if you really think about it, Starship Troopers, they were shooting bullets. Okay, think about another sci-fi alien movie that was a sequel to the first Alien movie. That was Aliens. What were they firing in that? Yeah. That was live rounds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that was set way into the future. So,
yeah.
Can we get a proper space movie with laser
guns?
Yes.
Not until another few more years.
Get some freaking sharks with some freaking lasers on them, please?
That's what I'm asking for.
Is it too much trouble to ask?
The people that we need are the real geniuses, because they developed the laser.
That's right.
The laser beam.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. Some of those bugs were blue. Maybe the laser just didn't affect them.
Yeah.
You can think about that.
You know what?
Dude, you know what?
I'm gonna disappear. I'm making this the Marty and Travis show tonight.
You know what? One of the most disturbing parts in that movie was, and Travis will probably agree with me, and I know Chris will agree with me too.
The start of it?
No, not even the start of it. It's like where they're on planet P, and the troops are all with Rachek, and then Rachek's like looking up, and he sees the rocks kind of moving a little bit, and then the one guy that's radio operator, he's walking next to him, and he's like, "I'm not getting a signal," and he goes, "Go up to higher ground, you can probably get a signal there," and it was like he was setting dude up to get nabbed by that flying bug. He goes up to higher ground. That fucking bug. Gotta catch myself. That bug comes out of nowhere, snatches him up, and then proceeds to almost look like he's raping him into being. I was like, man, this movie's gone too far. It's like,
did he use his man as bait, Marty? Is that what he did?
Yeah. I was like, man, I don't know. I'm like, nope.
Now, the only part of the movie that I had a problem with this time watching it, and I don't think I ever pointed it out before, or it never struck me before, was Denise Richards gets a full-on bug arm through the shoulder, And 5 minutes later, she's just like smiling and like, "Yep, we can do it
Exactly.
together. We can do anything
Exactly.
together." It's like, yeah, this chick is tough.
It's like must be some heavy ass drugs, man.
Obviously, it hurt so bad that it numbed her body and she couldn't feel
Yeah,
no
she was
pain
in
at that
shock.
point.
That's what it was. She was in shock.
That's what it was. That's it.
I mean, you saw how Johnny Rico was when he got the front of the bugs, right
he was
stuck
tore
in his
open.
leg.
Yeah,
Man,
through his quad.
he pulls that thing. Open. He pulls it out of his leg, and the big old chunk of his leg comes out. And I'm like, and then he's screaming and yelling, and then I'm like, and then thinking about her later, and then like Travis said, daggum, the arm of the bug goes right through her shoulder, and it looks like it puts a hole in her like the size of a softball.
Right.
And she just like smiles and giggles. I mean, just
the director said about this, he didn't finish reading the book. He said it made him feel bored and depressed. The tone was deliberately glossy and upbeat to mimic the propaganda, complete with newsreel segments that mirrored 1940s wartime films. Marty, you talked about this. CGI was cutting edge for its time. The Arachnids took up over half the entire production budget. And lastly, for pre-production, filming took place in Wyoming, South Dakota, and California. The harsh desert terrains helped sell the alien planet environments.
So, to speak to two of those things, it was nominated for an Oscar for Best Visual Effects alongside Jurassic Park and Titanic. And then, as we know, everybody lost to Titanic that year. But it was in the running for Best Visual Effects. And then also, I think we were probably at war with the bugs for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. some of the walls were reused from Total Recall. Some of the set pieces from Total Recall were reused in this movie. It was directed by Paul Verhoeven as well.
And funny enough, I believe somebody in the movie was from. No, you know what? I may be thinking of the week before movie.
No, I'm pretty sure you're the right person.
Total Recall, yeah. Michael Ironside.
The guy who had a like the alien guy growing in him or something, or sitting in him.
Oh yeah. Well, two people from Total Recall.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Ironside.
Yeah,
Michael Ironside, and the other guy that played the general that comes out of the cold storage unit. So
yeah.
Well, let's jump straight to the cast then and talk about them, because Travis wanted to take up for this one dude so bad last week when he realized he had missed out. Casper Van Dien played Johnny Rico. Known for things such as Sleepy Hollow in '99, Tarzan: The Lost City, and various sci-fi and action TV films. He was selected partly for his clean-cut, almost propaganda poster look.
Yeah. He was also King. He was also King Tall, and we just did an episode on Beastmaster, Beastmaster 3, the Eye of Braxis I told you about. He also played King Tall in that movie.
Yep. Sure enough. What'd you think about his performance in the movie, Marty?
As Johnny Rico?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he played. Yeah, I thought he played a great Johnny Rico, because he gave off that kind of boyish, rich, I wouldn't say almost spoiled, but he kind of led with that kind of spoiled, a little bit of attitude. So, but once he got into the once he went through the military, went through the training, and ended up landing on the planet, and then fighting the bugs, and then almost getting killed, and then it just seemed like he grew more into the character. So,
Mark Wahlberg and Matt Damon were considered for that role as well.
Mm.
And to get a little bit deeper into him, the way they describe his character, Rico is the archetype of the all-American hero, but in this movie, he becomes a propaganda poster boy type, the young, handsome, patriotic figure who does everything the state wants without ever questioning the system. He's the embodiment of how militaristic societies manufacture heroes. It says his motivation, however, was shallow and personal. He enlists solely to follow Carmen, not from any ideological belief. And over time, his motivations become shaped by indoctrination, propaganda, and trauma. So he basically is following a girl that he has the hots for.
Right.
And then once he gets in there, they've started molding him, it seems like. And it's funny. You hear all kinds of talk like that in everyday life right now. The terms indoctrination, the the term propaganda,
Yeah.
trauma. We hear this all the time
Uh,
these days.
I mean, just like the scene where, it shows Carl and Carmen and Johnny all, getting ready to go their separate ways. And, the one guy behind the desk, he's got that he's got one regular hand, he's got one metal hand. And so the Carmen says she's off to fly, going to fly, and then Carl says he's going to games and theory, and then she says that's military intelligence, and then they both leave, and then Johnny's still standing there, and then the guy says, "Oh, what are you here for, son?" And he's like, "Mobile Infantry," and he's like, "Let me shake your hand." And he shakes his hand, and he's like, "Mobile Infantry is what's shaped me to the man I am today." And when you see him lean back in the chair and he kind of spins, he has no legs. He's missing one hand, and he's got one hand that's real. And I'm thinking,
Take his good hand, child.
I'm,
Take his good hand.
Make his good
I'm,
hand, child.
I'm thinking to myself, damn, do you really want to sign up for mobile infantry if that's what's gonna happen?
To
So
put character in him, Marty. Put a little character into him.
yeah.
Come on. There's three different versions of Johnny Rico in this film. You got the privileged, the privileged youth. He's
Hmm.
naive, romantically driven, to enlist and go follow this girl wherever she's going. You've got the second version of it who experiences brutal loss. His parents are getting killed, dizzy, teacher turned commander. The trauma pushes him deeper into the Federation's grip. And then you got the third version who fully embraces the militaristic machine, becomes a true believer and a leader. Ironically, the exact result the Federation encourages. So, three different variations of this character that we get as his character grows throughout the film.
Hmm. Which,
Um, Secondly, we got, well, moving to the next person, I guess we should say. Um, and I'm scrolling back up for this. This is for the character Dizzy.
Dizzy. That's Dina
yeah,
Meyer.
Dina Meyer.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dina Meyer, Dizzy Flores, known for
She was
Dragonheart. She was in Saw, Birds of Prey TV show,
she
Johnny
was
Mnemonic.
Jane and Johnny Mnemonic.
Yep.
mhm. Oh,
Sis-
what was it? Saw 3 or 4 that she was in? Because she wasn't in the
Uh,
first song.
she was in the second one. She was Carrie, or she was in the first one too. She played Carrie.
What?
Yeah.
Hmm. I remember more in the it was in the third or fourth movie because that's who the one girl was torturing because she's trying to reach her hand into the jar to grab the key, and it keeps
Mm-hmm.
burning her hand because it's full of acid.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally the timer goes off and it like pulls her apart. So
She was like the investigator assistant that was doing I think she was profiling him or something, trying to profile
um,
Jigsaw in the first movie. I
Um,
mean, 'cause she
did you
was
know that
actually in
her?
all. She was actually in all three of them because didn't she turn out to be his apprentice?
No, that was the one. That was the one chick
Oh,
that
okay.
had the.
Well, it does a lot of flash.
Yeah.
Saul does a lot of flashbacks too. So she was in 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Did you know her character was gender swapped from the book? And then expanded
Oh Lord.
significantly for the movie?
Does that mean in the book did her and Rico was having a homosexual relationship?
No. That was added on for for movie.
I said that's awfully progressive for 1959.
Yeah. Right.
Rico is experimenting this week. He's feeling funny in his nether regions, and he's experimenting on the way out to fight a few bugs.
She's one that catches the eye, though. I think we used to get her mixed up with. There was another girl from that time period from the 90s that had long, kinky, big mane hair. I don't remember. She was in a TV show. She was in a recurring TV show. She always was wearing like a white halter top. I can't remember her name to save my life.
Desi always reminded me of like Carmen Electra. You know, they almost had that same kind of features almost. So,
I think who I'm thinking about is Carrie something. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's Carrie something. Carrie Russell, maybe? Yeah, that's who it was. It was Carrie Russell from back in the day. No.
That wasn't the girl from the Goonies, Carrie Russell?
No. She was in Extraordinary Measures, and she was Jessica on Boy Meets World. She was in a Bon Jovi. She was in the Bon Jovi video Always, and she did Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, Malibu Shores. Y'all don't remember her? She was anyway, but that's who I was thinking about.
Yeah,
Felicity. She was Felicity. Remember the show Felicity?
Okay.
She was actually Felicity.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I didn't watch the show, but I know who you're talking about now, though.
Yeah.
That was one of those. Was it CW at the time, or was it Fox?
I think it was CW.
Yeah.
All right, and Dina Meyer actually these days has taken on a big fan base in Comic Cons for her stuff in Starship Troopers, particular.
Yeah.
So I was
hard to believe since it was such a terrible movie, huh?
Yeah. I told you once again. I said it was not terrible, but it was not great. Let's get that straight, sirs.
Mm-hmm.
Travis, you're going to keep it up. You know what's going to happen to you?
Am I going to make the list?
You just made the list.
You know what? It is insane how much Chris Jericho does sound just like him when he does that.
Yes. Yeah. You just made the list.
It sounds like I was just thinking that. I was like, wait a minute. And then I was like, when you played it, I was going to wait for you to play it and let me hear it again. And I'm like, yeah, actually, Chris Jericho does the perfect impression of that.
You just made the list. Jericho.
Oh, that actually is Chris Jericho.
Yes.
I thought it was Kurt Russell.
No.
Because Kurt was the one that said it to begin with.
No, that's Jericho. When he had his little character he was doing, carrying the clipboard around everywhere.
Yeah, you just made the list.
You just made the list.
Started, but your man Snake Plissken. Well, no. Dang, what was his name in Big Trouble in Little China?
Kurt Jack Russell's name. Burton.
Jack Burton. I believe Jack Burton started it, didn't he? One of Kurt Russell's movies. It was one of Kurt Russell's movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and Big Trouble in Little China, the best thing he's known for, it's all about the reflexes. So.
It's all in the reflex.
Yeah, it's all in the reflexes.
Checks in the mail.
Checks in the mail.
So next person in line here, we got Denise Richards. She's the one that Johnny Rico wanted to follow. In which case he ended up getting Dizzy Flores instead. But
no, if you really think about it, he had both. Because at the end of Prom, where were they heading off to? Her dad was out of town, and they were all hugged up on each other.
Mm-hmm.
So,
She's going to be a big old hoe.
yeah.
She had a starship of her own. She wanted to show him,
Right.
give him a tour.
Yeah.
He was her little trooper.
Trooper.
Denise
Get in my
Richards played
wormhole.
Carmen. Carmen, what was it?
Carmen Ibanez.
And well, surely she didn't do anything before this. I'm sure. I mean, it says here she's known for some movie called Wild Things. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
Wild Things is great. That
The
movie is
World,
awesome.
The World Is Not
Maybe.
Enough, and Drop Dead Gorgeous are three of the things mentioned for. She brought the perfect 90210 style gloss Verhoeven wanted for the early film tone.
Mm-hmm. Well, she had been on a lot of shows. She had done little guest spots too, working her way out. Her looks got her noticed, I think, because she was Saved by the Bell, Life Goes On, Beverly Hills, Erie, Indiana, Doogie House, Seinfeld. She name it, she was on it.
If you think of that time frame, can you think of a couple of the actresses that were mentioned for that role that didn't get it obviously, but was mentioned for the role?
I would probably say Neve Campbell was one.
That would have been my first one.
Neve Campbell was the first, is one of them mentioned. Yes.
Ollie Larder.
No. Neve
Ollie
Campbell
Larder.
and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love
J
Hewitt.
Love.
If they had taken
The
her,
original
and
J Love.
as soon as they hit that planet, and
And she
nobody
would have
was
said,
there,
"What are you waiting for?"
exactly.
Yeah, what are you
Everybody
waiting
would have been like,
for?
"What are you waiting for?" You know, you sticking them out there. What are you waiting for?
Mhm. Sticking her chest out.
It didn't attract any bugs, but the rest of the troopers were like, "I'm right here."
Right here. Yay.
She ended up going the opposite direction of Rico. She's flying the ships and everything, where Rico's infantry. Rico and Dizzy both are infantry.
Yeah.
Jake Busey plays Ace Levy, or is it Ace Levi? What is that?
Levy.
Ace Levy.
Ace Levy.
Known for The
Ace Levy.
Frighteners, the movie Contact, and then later on Stranger Things season 3. Plays the perfect smiling space jock, it says.
I would go back and say
Yeah.
that he's also known for Twister and the Stoned Age.
He was in Twister?
Yeah, he was the mobile lab tech.
In Twister?
Yeah.
He was a lab tech. He was a lab tech. I swear to God. He was on the bus or the van or whatever.
I have to
The only reason I know for sure is because my wife and I just watched it a little while back when Twisters came out.
Oh, is it
rewatched Twister.
Twisters you're talking about?
Is
Or
it
the original
Twister?
Twister?
The second movie or the first?
No. We went back and watched the first one before we went and watched it.
Oh.
He's only in it for a minute.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Philip Seymour Hoffman?
No. I'm thinking
playing Dusty?
Nope. I'm thinking of Jake Busey.
And you got me looking it up now.
Yeah.
Now I gotta look it up.
Gotta look it up, boy. Got Google that, boy.
Well, it's like I was telling Chris before we started. He was also in one of the sequels to The Hitcher. You know, Roger Howard's movie?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was perfect for that too, honestly.
Dude, he was all kinds of crazy in that movie.
He just looks crazy. He got that Gary Busey mouth and everything. Like he looks like
does.
his daddy. Not.
He does, don't he?
Yeah. But he was
hey, Gary Busey couldn't disown him if he wanted to. He just looked like he just took a squat and dumped him right out that day.
He was also, I loved him in Shasta McNasty, but my favorite movie that he's done is called Tomcats. I don't know if y'all have seen it.
Yeah,
Tomcats is absolutely hilarious.
It's got oh my gosh, what's
Sliders
the guy's name? Jerry O'Connell.
Sliders.
And Jake Busey was mobile lab technician. I will be darned.
I told you.
Mobile lab technician. Okay.
Yeah, he was only on screen for a hot minute. He was only on screen for a minute, but he was one of the techs in one of the buses or the vans or whatever the heck it was.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff, man. He was in Enemy Estate, Contact. Like I said, if y'all hadn't seen Tomcats, oh my God, when he went home with that librarian dude, That was too much, boy. That was too much.
Oh my gosh!
I could have swore that he was in something else that was like what was that show where you touch people? Christopher Walken did the show, but then they revamped it and used Anthony Michael Hall, where when he touches people, he has a premonition.
The Dead Zone.
Dead Zone.
Dead Zone.
Dead Zone. Great. Both iterations, I think, are wonderful shows.
How many seasons did Dead Zone have? Like 5 or 6?
The remake, I think, had like 3 or 4.
Oh.
I think.
Would it be a safe assumption to say that the infantry were all very close?
Yeah, they grew to be close. Sure.
Because you have the one
they're all getting tattooed and everything.
I mean, they're all getting their tattoos. They're all showering at the same time. It doesn't matter who it is in there.
You know what? That's Chris's point right there. Lasers. What was doing the ink on their tattoos?
Boom, lasers.
Yeah. Lasers.
So they just said evidently the lasers weren't effective against the bugs.
Exactly.
And I was kind of upset.
That's what it is.
I remember because of my age at the time, I was always upset that Dizzy Flores showed her top, but then Denise Richards didn't.
Yeah, but she did a lot of things.
But you know what? I would have went with Dizzy anyway over Carmen.
Oh yeah,
hands
down, for sure.
Yeah.
And the great thing about her, if I still go, I'm not sure. In February, I'm supposed to go visit my daughter in Florida, and the Pensacon will be there at that time when I visit, and Dina Flores will be there.
Oh, nice.
For that show, so I'd have a chance to go ahead and go there and.
Wouldn't that be cool? You could go up to him and be like, "Oh my God, Dizzy, you made this great!" Or I'm sorry,
you're the only highlight of the movie.
Can I get a photo with you? Can I get a photo with you? I just watched this totally mediocre movie you made.
Yeah,
and
Hey, did I get your autograph on this picture of you in this very sucky sci-fi film that I said wasn't terrible but wasn't great at the same time?
Yeah, she'll like
Blasphemy.
So it cost me double, but you know.
And he's worried, and now this is the guy that's worried about getting American Ninja on here because I called him Michael Dukakis.
Oh yeah, I would never get Michael Dudikoff on here because he keeps calling him a politician's name. You know, he's not a politician.
Meanwhile, we're never going to get Casper Van Dien, Dina Meyer, Jake Busey, Denise Richards, Neil Patrick Harris, Clancy Brown, or any of the other people that we said was in this shitty, mediocre movie.
In my opinion,
there you go.
The director, Paul Verhoeven, and stars Dina Meyer and Casper Van Dien confirmed that Verhoeven and cinematographer Jost Vacano shot the co-ed shower scene in the nude themselves on a dare from Meyer.
Well, you wouldn't be able to convince me at all, that freaking Blanche was in this movie. The Golden Girls.
Yeah, the Golden Girls.
I would have never known that.
Yeah.
100% never would have guessed that was Blanche.
I knew just by looking at her face. I could see even through the dark sunglasses, man.
Yeah.
I was looking at her and I was like,
knowing it's her, I can see it. Knowing it's her, I can see it, but I would have never guessed that was her.
Yeah.
Let's get back to get a couple more people that are notable from the movie here. Then we'll get on the smaller people as well. There's a few smaller ones for sure that's very notable. But Neil Patrick Harris, you just mentioned him, plays Carl Jenkins. This is right after his Doogie Howser MD fame.
And now something about Carl. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, this says his SS style uniform was deliberately designed to be unsettling and fascist inspired, a part of the satire they were doing.
I could see that because the other thing about his character arc that kind of got to me too, we were just talking about the closeness of the team and how they all went to school together and this and that. He became, which we know he's genius. We know his intellect is off the chart. They kind of, I guess that's why they carried over. Hey, we'll get Doogie Howser to play the genius in the movie, but
Exactly.
he became very detached from his childhood friends emotionally speaking. Like he flat out basically told them, and for all intents and purposes, that they were cannon fodder, and he needed them to be so they could study the bugs. And he didn't really care about sending people to their death.
To their death, yeah.
And if one come back hurt, he can say, "I'm not a doctor, but I played one on TV."
That's right.
Clancy Brown.
I thought that was a wild character arc for him, though.
Do what?
I thought that was a wild character arc for him too, though, and it came along right as you were mentioning how the closeness of the team.
Right. They were all in school together. They come up together.
Yeah.
I guess
and then literally, like towards the end of the movie, when he basically puts his hand on the smart bug, and he's all like, it's afraid, and and everything like that. And then
because he's a telepath.
Yeah, I was confused a little bit that part when he puts his hand on him and he gets the feeling, and he's like, he turns and looks at everybody. He goes, he's afraid. I was like, oh, are they getting a change of heart about the bugs? They're going to come together and have a hug it out moment or something. He's like, he's afraid.
Yeah.
Everybody starts cheering like crazy. Then they go these little videos where they're like drilling things into the bug and things to get the to learn about it.
That moment brought me back to also, I remember, because I used to read Fangora and stuff all the time, and I remember how much the kids use Riz as a different word these days, but how much they rizzed on them or ragged on them or whatever for the creature design for the brain bug because of its mouth being very reminiscent of another human body part.
Yes. That is so funny. Clancy Brown played Sergeant Zim.
The Kurgan. There can be only one.
The Kurgan.
Yeah, he's known for a few things. The Highlander being one of them. Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption being another one.
Mm-hmm. He was also the preacher on Carnival too.
Yeah.
He does countless voice roles, but there's one that stands out amongst most of them.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh Lord, Mr. Krabs. He was Captain Hadley in Shawshank too. I'll give to Mr. Jangles. I'll share my cornbread with Mr. Jangles. Yeah.
That's not him though. He's the guard.
Yeah, he's the guard that beats the crap out of that dude.
He's captain. He's not the guard. He's the captain. He's the captain of the guard.
He's the captain of the guards and the Shawshank.
Wait, well, what were you saying though? What was the quote?
That's what John said. John said,
you combining two different movies.
No, I'm not. Shawshank Redemption. Oh, I am. That's the Green Mile.
Yeah.
My bad. I sure am. You got me. You got me.
Man. Now that was a great movie right there. That was a great movie.
Both of them were.
Both of them are great movies. What are you talking about?
Shawshank had Tim Robbins in it with him and Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
It was the longest
of the jailhouse.
About his good friend Andy Dufresne. It was the longest night of his life.
Andy Dufresne. Andy Dufresne. He'll always be the Kurgan to me, though.
Yeah. Lastly, I got on here for this little mini report. Michael Ironside played Lieutenant. Was it
Ratchek?
Ratchek. Is that how you say his name? Ratchek.
Yeah, and he was the teacher in the beginning too, that was crazy too.
Yes, right. Known for Total Recall, Scanners, Top Gun, plenty of other movies.
I first remember him in V.
Yes.
Oh, he played one of the lizard people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the aliens. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember seeing his face get
torn off, and I remember seeing Luke Skywalker's face, or Mark Singer. I remember seeing the Beastmaster's face.
Yeah.
All of them. They all traumatized me. You got to think, I wasn't but like 5 years old when V was on TV, man. That shit that had me rolling, boy. V had
I
me
think
messed
me,
up.
I think me and Chris were a little bit older than 5 years older than
Just
V.
a
little bit,
Just
yes.
a
Just a
little.
smidgen bit.
He
And wasn't
says
he in
for
Top Gun
Michael
too?
Ironside, his strong screen presence shapes the tone of the entire infantry segment. That's one thing you can say about Michael Ironside. Is a lot of roles he's in. He's got that
Yeah,
gung
that.
ho type takeover performance
Yeah,
for someone in charge or in command.
he's basically like, if you don't fight, I'll kill you myself.
That's
So
it. And he was in Top Gun too, wasn't he?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So,
Do y'all know
you know
what?
what? He's in that movie I've been telling y'all about that y'all still haven't watched too. Uh, uh, Turbo Kid, the '80s cheese movie I've been telling y'all about.
Oh,
call?
no.
Turbo Kid. I'm telling you, Turbo Kid. Gotta watch Turbo Kid.
I'm trying to remember so I can remember that, and I'm going to draw a blank on that one.
You haven't watched it. You haven't watched it yet. It's the one I was telling you about. It's a newer movie that's like totally retro. It's like so 80s cheese retro,
you did.
man. It's
Yeah,
so
I remember
good.
you telling me about that now.
He's like
Okay.
got him a little BMX bike and outfit and stuff, and little. Yeah, dude, you got to watch Turbo Kid, bro. But hey, Michael was also Katana in The Quickening in Highlander 2 or 3. 3 had Mario
Oh
Van
yeah,
Peebles.
it was in part 2. He was
Part
like the
2.
main bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was Katana. Yeah,
The crappy Highlander movie. So,
yeah, because right after that was Mario Van Peebles, right?
I believe
yeah.
so.
Yep.
Highlander to me, this is going to be unpopular too, I guess, but
Hey, you better not even.
I was not big on Highlander till the series
Just
came
keep
out.
it to yourself.
And then I went back. Hold on. You give me a minute here.
No
You heretic.
way. No
Burn
way.
him. Burn him.
Hold on. Let me find their mute buttons on here. Hold on. I'm trying to say I went back
No.
and watched the Highlander films again. And I did really like the first one with Christopher Lambert in it, but I wasn't really big on the other two.
Mhm.
But I did like the series best. I like the character from the TV series better. I like the Duncan MacLeod.
I'm telling Catherine.
Well, I mean, that means that you like that means that you like the other movies after Highlander 1, 2, and 3. That means that you liked 4, 5, and there might have been a 6.
If it had Duncan
So
MacLeod with the
it
Clan
had
MacLeod in it, it was
Duncan.
good.
It literally had Duncan in the last of the 3 Highlander movies that they
In
did.
the very last one, it did because Connor made Duncan cut his head off to take his power.
Yeah,
Right.
Because
Right.
that one was either 4 or 5, and that one was called Endgame. So
if you don't love everything Highlander, then your opinion on Highlander as a whole is invalid.
exactly.
My son's name is Connor, and my son's name is Connor, but spelled with a K.
Excuse me. Hold on. This is now turned into the Marty and Travis show. I'm just going to put my mic on mute. Here I go.
This is turned into the Highlander show.
Yeah, that's right. The Highlander show.
Highlander. No kidding though. Hey, but check this out though. I can unmute him though. Let me get out of.
Oh, you can. You can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can go boop and then unmute his mic. Beep. Oh no, I can't. Oh, I can unmute his mic. Oh, I can mute and unmute yours, but I can't do his. That's funny. That's all right. He can sit there quietly and learn
Joke's
something.
on you. Joke's on you. I'm in charge of this podcast, people. I'm in charge of this one.
And learn something about some of the greatest fantasy stories ever told.
That's right.
So do you guys know what the box office of this movie? I know you said, Travis, that you didn't think it did very well, which you're right.
No,
I know what
I
the
don't
numbers are.
I don't know them off the top of my head, but I know it was considered a flop.
The budget was approximately $105 million for this movie. Domestic box office just here, it only made 54 million. Worldwide total, 121 million.
Damn.
And so let me ask you this too, though. Do you not feel like that had a little something to do with competing with Jurassic Park
And
and
Titanic.
Titanic? And Titanic,
Yeah.
like Jurassic Park was one of the most mind-blowing, crazy, big movies ever. You
Yeah.
know, when the dinosaurs first come walking across and Sam Neill and what's her name was out there, it's just like, oh, the brontosauruses or whatever. I can see how it would have gotten grossly overshadowed.
Yeah, it's easy because I mean it faced off against some very tough opponents. This is one of those classic.
Yeah, some of the
one
top
these
grossing
classic
movies of
deals
all
where-
time.
Exactly, it's just a classic thing where it get released at very bad timing. Now, if does that change my opinion on it? No, it's still a good movie, but not a great movie.
Well, I can respect that being your opinion, but what I'm saying is that I feel like it would not. It would have done much better had it not have been up against the. We were talking about this thing went to bat with two of the highest grossing movies of all time.
Now, do you
Not just like great movies, like these are two cinematic
like
classics.
Blockbusters,
Yeah, top 100 movies of all time lists are on every single one of them.
Do you know what some of the reasons given for this was though? Not it doesn't list anything about because Jurassic Park and the like we're talking about came out. It says despite eventually turning a profit internationally, the film was considered domestic box office disappointment. I guess so because it took in half of what it was budgeted as. Critics were split. Some didn't understand the satire and saw it as glorifying violence and fascism.
Yeah.
Over time, the film has been reevaluated and it's now seen as a sharp, clever satire way ahead of its time.
And I love how Travis has it playing in the background.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can literally see past Travis's head, and I see Starship Troopers like glaring at me.
I used to do that all the time. Whenever. The only reason I haven't been, I think, is because I didn't realize my TV was in view. But you can ask Chris. I used to do that all the time. Whatever we were reviewing, I'd throw up on the TV.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get myself one of those projectors, and it's gonna project behind me on the wall behind me. And it's gonna be this big old giant screen behind me playing whatever movie we're watching right back there.
That sounds like a plan.
That's the way to do it, man.
Need. That's what we need.
Because we're not doing big old YouTube videos. We're doing snippets when we do YouTube, so there's no copyright.
Well, it's playing in the background anyway. It's not going to make a difference, so
yeah,
doesn't matter. A few of the other names I want to throw out there. Off the top of my head, I want to throw out there for sure. Seth Gilliam. It's one of the first things that the first thing I ever noticed Seth Gilliam in and knew who he was by name because is with The Walking Dead. When they introduced him, I took notice of him then because Walking Dead was a big thing at the time. And I didn't know if he was relatively new or something or been around for a while. And then apparently been around for a while because there he is right there in Starship Troopers. I liked his role. I thought it was pretty cool.
I like him way better than I did the Preacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the Preacher was a wormy little mofo.
But by the 10th and 11th season, he kind of grows on you. But
he does.
Like when he's first introduced into the show. Yeah, I agree with Travis. He's a wormy little.
Who did you think that was playing the partner to Denise Richards in the flight on the?
Dude, I swear I thought that was my man on the Righteous Gemstones. I really thought that was him for a little bit.
Which is who?
You know what I'm talking about? Yes, I need you to do your job. He's like, why don't somebody in this family think about somebody else for once? I'm not asking for much, just $2 million and a half a gram of cocaine. Is that too much to ask? I can't remember his name.
What's his name though? Oh, you don't know his name?
I cannot recall his name.
You know who I thought it was when I watched it? I thought it was Rob Lowe.
Oh, really?
No way. That ain't Rob Lowe.
I thought it was. It just reminded me of Rob Lowe. But obviously,
he does remind me of Rob Lowe, but that ain't Rob Lowe.
No, it's Patrick Muldoon.
Who? Let's see. I'm gonna look up the Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, you look that up while we're talking about this. Patrick Muldoon was his name though, and I was like, oh my god, I completely thought that was Rob Lowe.
I never once
No.
thought it was Rob Lowe, but I thought it was this guy. Who is he? Where's his name? He's not even showing up. How can you not put him on there? What the heck?
We're sorry,
What?
ladies and gentlemen. Travis is
Walton
having
Goggins.
technical
Baby
difficulties.
Billy. It's Baby Billy. His name's Walton Goggins. I thought it was Walton Goggins.
I didn't know.
But then I was like, there's no way. He's not.
Oz
the
and
age ain't
Doggins.
Right. Doggins, yeah.
Oh.
Walton Goggins is his name. He plays he's the ghoul on the Fallout TV show. He was Stans and Predators. He's Boyd and Justified. He was Sheriff Chris Hateful Eight.
And he must have a contract with Walmart because he's in every single Walmart commercial that you can think of.
He's been in a bunch of stuff for a long time, but he's always been kind of overlooked. And I don't know why recently he's just broken out, and he's even got a little heartthrob going thing where he did Saturday Night Live. Like he's picked up steam in his older age. It's crazy, man.
And I just remembered another movie that he was in. You might have just mentioned it, but his name was Laugher. And that movie with the chick from Twilight, and
he turns out to be a damn spy or something. American Ultra.
Yeah, American Ultra. Yeah.
American what?
American Ultra. Yeah, the Goggins guy. He played Laugher in American Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all watch too much of the same stuff. That's weird.
Right.
Freaky weird. Rue McClanahan, y'all talked about it earlier. I thought that was strange seeing Rue McClanahan in a movie like this. The one of the Golden Girls, like you said earlier.
Yes.
It was a payday. It was a payday.
Suppose so.
She did good too, though.
Yeah. That was funny when they're all flipping the bug over. They're flipping the bug over. They're opening the bug up, and then they're pulling out all of like it's the guts and intestines. And Denise Richards' character is sitting there and just like she's like she's almost turning gray, and she's like, and then when Johnny hands her the spleen or whatever. And she just like pukes right inside the bug. I was like, oh, and then Disney goes, yeah, nerves of steel, right?
Right.
Still right.
A couple of fun facts and trivia on it. We've got the co-ed shower scene wasn't meant to be sexual. It was meant to show the gender-free, militaristic uniformity of the Federation. Actors only agreed to film it after Verhoeven stripped down as well. The bug effects were created by Tippett
for real.
Studios.
That's great. So did he cameo in the shower scene then?
I believe so.
Yeah,
that's
he
either cameoed in it or he was standing there naked while they were doing their part.
That is hilarious, dude.
The bug effect created by Tippett Studio, famous for Jurassic Park and RoboCop. Casper Van Dien had to train extensively with real military advisors and went through an actual boot camp style regimen. And the film's propaganda slogan, "Would you like to know more?" has become a meme decades later.
Would you like to know more?
A miniature Millennium Falcon can be seen on one of the Starship's bridges. I think it's the scene right around the time that Amy Smart shows up. That's when we left out. Amy Smart was in here too.
Yeah. Amy Smart.
Yeah, she was the girlfriend in the Butterfly Effect. A lot of stuff though. Amy Smart's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Rat Race was one of my favorites of hers. So.
Yeah, that one was good.
Oh, definitely.
Heck yeah.
So
how about talking about the mixed gender shower scene? This film featured the first mixed shower scene in a mainstream American movie, one was scripted for Aliens in 1986, but the actresses involved weren't too enthusiastic about it, and it was never deemed important enough to force the issue. And he said and Paul Verhoeven said he already put a co-ed shower scene in RoboCop, but due to timing and pacing issues, it was so brief that few had been aware of it.
The man's just trying to conserve water, okay? He's trying to make
that's
sure
right.
that
That's right.
he does his part in his movies for saving the
Right.
planet.
Trying to be a citizen, man, doing his part.
Yeah, trying to be a citizen.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can find a couple of good questions to throw at you guys here today. Let's see. Did you view, what would you first, Travis? Did you view the movie more as satire, straight action, or both?
If you're asking me in my view from now or my view from when I first watched it when I was a teenager.
Let's go when you first watched it.
As a teenager, I was
that's when it's most impressive. That's when it's most impressive on us the first time we watched something. So what at the time, what was your thought?
I saw the so as a teenager, I saw the propaganda, of course, and it gives you that Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow feel, and kind of throwback stuff. I did see the Nazi kind of regime propaganda satire in it, but I don't think at the time that I realized it was being satirical. I thought it was just part of the kind of look and feel of the movie. As a grown up, I can totally see it. And I can see the dynamics that it plays with the way that the government is too, especially like what I was talking about with Neil Patrick Harris's role in the movie, and then the grunts versus y'all fly, we die. Like he tells Denise Richards when she picked him up. So as I've aged and become more aware of what goes on in the world, I totally see it. But as a teenager, no, it was just. Like I said, I noticed it, but I didn't give it any pause to consideration. It was just a really cool space action movie to me with great special effects and just a fun movie.
All right. Marty, how did you feel about the film's portrayal of a fascist society? Is it too subtle, too obvious, or just about right?
I would probably say too obvious. Because like you said, like Travis said, I mean, it's just that almost that fascist, regime kind of like it's always thrown at you. I mean, even like in the very beginning of the movie when you're saying like those weird commercials coming across the screen and everything, like it's coming across a computer screen, and then even in that society, far into the future, they're televising an execution. Mm-hmm. I mean that in itself, I mean, you would never see anything like that, even today or even back in the day. But if Germany were to have their way, and if they had, basically like took us out during World War II, you would probably see something like that televised on national TV, like in today's society. So,
Travis, what performance stands out most to you? Rico, Carmen, Dizzy, or someone else entirely different?
Dizzy.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking of, honestly.
I feel like Dizzy had the most. Dizzy was able to convey the most emotion because she had the, hoorah, let's go kill some bugs. But she also, the romantic link that she had with Casper Van Dien's character, and then her death scene and, the stuff back and forth and grabbing him at the ball and at the bar, trying to keep him out of trouble. And she was kind of the leadership qualities that she showed. She really pushed Rico to becoming what he became, and the rest of the people, because when nobody else had a plan, Dizzy did. nobody else everybody was kind of at a loss for what to do. Dizzy knew where to go and what to do.
Look, when Michael Ironside comes to the tent, and Rico's
yeah.
trying to hire him real quick.
She come out from under there. He goes, make it 20.
Yeah, he says, I need beat you out there in 5 minutes, ready to go. Blah blah blah. Rico, who's in that bed with you? And she sticks her head out. It's me, sir. And he looks at me. He goes,
sir.
he had just told him a few minutes earlier.
He told him to go for it.
Yeah. He basically without telling him, he told him. He said, don't let something good go, get away from you.
Yeah.
And then then it cracked him. He's like, make it 20 minutes.
Make it 20.
Yeah.
Have a little bit of a good time anyway. Marty.
I want for Marty real quick. Hang on. Just a little tidbit, just a little piece of trivia for Marty real quick.
Yeah.
He was just talking about the part where Carmen throws up in the bug. That was Denise Richards was actually vomiting up mashed bananas in that scene. So she was actually vomiting mashed bananas.
Wow. That's crazy.
That was really
what did they forced her to throw up at that point, or was
I don't know. I don't have all that information.
More likely they put something underneath her nose to make her like. Bleh.
Okay. Well, Marty, does the CGI hold up for you today with the movie, or how do the Arachnids compare to modern effects?
To tell you the truth, man, to me, the movie does not look outdated because I literally watched this movie a couple of days ago on Paramount Plus, and even the copy that I was watching, it was in HD quality, and dude, it holds up. I mean, to me, it holds up.
I have to agree 100%.
And this is for both of y'all. Last question. Who do you think Johnny really should have ended up with? Carmen or Dizzy?
Dizzy.
Yeah, 100%.
A show.
Hands down, man. Dizzy.
Hands down. Dizzy.
Not Carmen.
And at that time, at the time when this movie came out, Denise Richards was so hot to everybody. All the guys out there, they're like, "Oh, Denise Richards, she's such a hot thing," But I mean, looking at it now, I look at Dizzy and her character base, and she's a pretty woman. I would definitely say overall looks and personality and everything, it's got to be Dizzy for sure.
The whole part where Neil Patrick Harris is he's dancing up on her and stuff like this. He's even trying to get with her. So,
well, not only that, you take into account, and Denise Richards was, she was top tier, or still is. They're both still beautiful women, but you have to take into account as far as the attractiveness goes. On looks alone, you can go one way, you might go the other. It's a toss up. But when you toss in the personality and the, I guess, physical capabilities that she displays, Dizzy kind of just, it starts bypassing it, because you start getting the feeling too that what was her name, Carmen?
Yeah, Carmen.
That she, she just flat out she's more concerned with her career than she is her relationship. Where Dizzy just kind of doesn't even care. She just wants to be with him, with Rico. So,
and that's basically what she tells him whenever she reaches her.
Yeah, when she breaks up with him. Yeah,
her death scene. For Dizzy.
Yeah, she said, "It's okay. I got to have you."
Yeah, everything was. She wouldn't change anything. She had just one time to be with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it's about time to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. We're at an hour 10 right now. We've gone over, but
we gotta talk about our favorite parts, though.
You know what? I'm sorry. Yeah, Marty's always reminding me of this. I'm trying to squeeze the time down. People get over an hour. They're like, Oh, I gotta sit here another 10 or 15 minutes, man.
No.
Marty, since you brought it up, favorite scene.
Favorite scene. It would literally have to be the scene towards the end of the movie where Rychek and his group of troopers after they after literally they go into the little area. I guess it's some kind of compound, and they find all those dead troopers in there, and then they find the general, and then he's all like, pick the general up off the floor, and then like Travis said, the general's all like, we're gonna die, and he's like, you just gonna shoot me now, and then. Right, and then literally, right check. He's like, check.
Okay.
He's like, and then he goes to point it down at him, and then Johnny's all like, yes, sir, and then that whole build up to literally when you see like all the bugs start coming out of nowhere, and I mean it's just like thousands of them just coming up on that compound, and then you got all the flying bugs that are starting to zoom in, decapitating people, taking their heads off, and just the whole buildup. And then when Desi gets killed, that was like one of the hardest parts right there in the movie. So,
all right, Travis.
Man, I don't know if I really don't know if I got a favorite part. I mean, it's like I love this movie front to back. I mean, I really do. And for me, there's so many good scenes. There's so many scenes that I don't know if one in particular for me stands out beyond another because they're all. I do like the one that Marty was just talking about. That was just really funny and really cool and showing how Rychek is just stone cold. We're here for a mission and we're on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
He like Bobby healed him, like when Dale Gribble was in the tower. He's like, if y'all gonna shoot me, I want Bobby healed. Put me down clean. Bobby's like, okay. Yeah. So I mean, but yeah, there's so many good parts, man, with the dynamic, like you said, when she breaks up with him and then him and Dizzy getting together, and then Dizzy's death scene is crazy good. The shower scenes are great. And I'm just kidding. The tattoo stuff's great. I really like the one where he's in. We're talking about when Rico got stabbed in the quad, and he's in that rebuild tank.
Yeah, the tank.
That was a really cool scene too, to show that they actually could, rebuild. You had to get pretty messed up to get down and out of commission during that time. So
I'll tell you one of the craziest things. One of the craziest scenes was where he literally does that flip off the cliff and lands on top of that. They called it the big tanker bug. And then he's like gunning the hole. He's like shooting. He's like shooting, and the damn bug is like moving like crazy, and it's not kicking him off or nothing. And then right when he blows a big hole into its top of its shell, then that's when he loses his balance, and then he grabs a hold. And then he pulls a grenade and then tosses it off in there, and then gets slung off. So that's another good scene. So,
my favorite scene is the
credits.
They start rolling credits at the end. Travis always ruins my fun.
I'll do that with silent.
Listen, I've been building that up over here for 5 minutes almost to put that. He just spits it out and ruins it for me.
Oh, I knew exactly where you were going with that. You got your a-hole cap on tonight.
You better have a good joke tonight. You better have a good joke on the way out tonight. That's all I got to say.
You got your.
We ain't got there yet, but you better have a good one. Well, listen, we are wrapping up. I don't care what else y'all want to talk about. We are wrapping this thing up. I hope you have enjoyed the episode this week. Our bantering as usual, and it has been fun for me actually. So thanks, guys, for being
It
on
has
here
been
this
a
week
blast.
talking about this.
Absolutely.
While I may not have been the biggest supporter of the movie, like I said, it was not terrible. It just was not one that I'm going to watch over and over again. So, if you are
I've seen it plenty enough times.
I know. But if you did like the show, make sure you are liking and subscribing to us on the social medias, sharing us with your friends and family. We have a website you can go to at www.retrolife4u.com. You can listen to us in the browser. You can watch videos in the show notes. But instead of watching videos in the show notes, just do yourself a favor. Go straight to the YouTube channel. youtube.com/@retrolife4u. We're right there. You can see all our videos we have uploaded. I will say this now, Travis, I don't know if you've seen this yet or not yourself because you wasn't here for Virus, but I took the video out of Virus and I put some still images in with our audio and uploaded that instead.
Because Travis, me and Chris were both about to go to sleep.
We were
almost like, and then after we got through recording, it was like, are you almost asleep?
I think we both looked stoned or something,
I
you know.
was like, yeah, I was pretty tired.
Listen. At one point, I asked Marty a question. I said, "Unless you got something else to add, do you have something else to add?" And he's just like this. And I'm like, or not. And he goes,
or not. What did you say?
I'm starting with these new headphones this week. I'm sorry, they might not be picking up too well.
Yeah, I was blaming it on my headphones.
Yeah. So I know I'm gonna regret asking this once again, but I always do. But do you, Mr. Rollins, have a joke that you want to send us out with this week?
I don't know if I got a joke or not, but we'll make sure that everybody knows where they can find us too. And tell them maybe our website one time to retrolife4u.com.
I did that. I did that. I did that. I did. Yeah.
All right. Well, let me ask you a question then. Let me ask you this then. What do you call sick birds from Mars?
What do you call sick birds from Mars?
Illegal aliens.
Don't laugh, Marty. You just encourage him. You encourage him when you laugh. Bye, everybody.